Hey, Anderson Township. My name is Amy Broghamer. I am a resident of Anderson Township. I'm a local real estate agent. I serve Anderson Township on the Economic and Development Committee, and I worked on the Comprehensive Planning Committee. Over the last 7 years, I've loved living in Anderson, and I love selling properties in Anderson. As I've lived here, my opportunities to sell in Anderson have grown and grown, and I'm so excited to share with you some really specific market statistics for real estate values in Anderson Township. So this is your Anderson market update for real estate, and I'm excited to share with you a number of ideas. And I want you to see all the research that I've done and all the numbers that I've pulled as we go about sharing this information, okay? I am an expert at the market and pricing and at reading the market and the shifts in the market. I've been in real estate since 2005 and experienced that kind of massive speed bump that we hit when the market shifted. And so I am constantly watching for shifts, for changes in the market. And I want to share with you guys some stuff that you may not even know about real estate in general. First thing is, the best time to sell your house in Anderson Township and mostly Cincinnati is January, February, and March. Why? Well, I'm going to show you some numbers, but here's the thing. There's very little inventory on the market, very few homes for sale, and there's tons of people that want to buy at the beginning of the year. So what happens is those values escalate because there's not many homes on the market, and those hundreds of buyers compete against each other, and that raises the value and it helps the homes sell faster. And in a great community like Anderson Township, with our awesome schools and parks and our awesome leadership, it is no wonder why we are selling and why our prices are continuing to increase. So here's what I want to share with you guys about Anderson Township. So what I did was I pulled average sale price in Anderson in 2017 so that you can see how things have changed. I'm not going to be sharing 2019 numbers because we don't have complete numbers. I'm going to share and compare apples to apples. So in Anderson in 2017, the average sale price was $276,000. That is strong, guys. That is very strong. And that's good to be living in a community and having invested in a community that is strong. The houses in general in 2017 took about 52 days on average to sell, which is almost 2 months. And about 64% of them sold in 30 days or less. So the list to sell ratio, which is the difference between what was being asked for the property and what it ultimately sold for, was 96.8% in 2017 in Anderson Township. These numbers come straight from the MLS, and they are very specific to just Anderson Township. Now what I'd like to do is show you how those numbers have changed as we move forward into 2018. 2018 is what I believe was the peak year in real estate for this cycle that we're in. And I think we peaked in June of last year, but we'll see, time will tell, and I will be monitoring the numbers and sharing those with you. Here's what we know about 2018 in Anderson Township. In 2018, the average sale was $292,000. And the average days on market dropped by 10 days to 42. And our list to sale ratio went up to 97.5%. So what does this mean? From 2017 to 2018, prices went up 6%, or a total of $15,000 from 1 year to the next. Days on market dropped, and our list to sale ratio went up a little bit to 97.5. So we've got a lot of promise as we head into 2019. After just 3 months, we are seeing steady activity, steady sales. Things are going very good. So let's look now at what I call the halves. So sometimes we break a year into halves, and the first half of the year tends to always be stronger than the second half. But I want to show you what's going on in Anderson Township and what makes us unique. So in 2017, in the first half of 2017, our average sale price was $279. In the second half of 2017, it dropped to $274. So in general, we always see higher values in the first half of the year. The second half, it tends to go down a little bit. So this year in 2017, it dropped about $5,000 a house. However, days on market were less in the second half. They were almost half of the time on the market in the second half. So you're selling faster in the second half. And the other thing is the list to sale ratio, the ratio between what a home was listed at and what it eventually sold for, is about the same in the second half. So once again, Anderson Township, out of the gate, first half of the year, always super strong, always super crazy because of lack of inventory. However, we're still holding strong the second half of every year. So let's look at 2018 and what is happening a year later. In 2018, the first half of the year, we busted out of 300,000, which we've never done before. So in the first half of 2018, our average sale price was $304,000. That is the best Anderson Township has done since we've been tracking numbers, which is great. Average days on market was 46, and 97.8 was our average list to sale at that time. Now, when we look at the second half of 2018, the most recent half that we've finished off, the average sale in the second half was $280. So that's a $24,000 difference per house in, I'm sorry, the garbage truck is here. That's a $24,000 difference from the first half to the second half. But here's the other thing. Our days on market are less in the second half of 2018. So homes are selling faster in the second half, and our list to sale ratio is only 0.5% different than in the first half. So again, we're getting higher prices in the first half due to the lack of inventory and supply and demand, but we're still holding strong based on our schools, our community parks, and our leadership in Anderson Township and all the great things that are coming here. So what else can I tell you? As an expert in the market, I evaluated the inventory and what's called the absorption rate. So an absorption rate is basically the amount of time that it's going to take if all the listings that are currently for sale sell at the rate that they have been. How long is it going to take for the current listings to sell? Okay, so we have 107 active listings on the market right now in Anderson Township. This is all of Anderson Township. This is every price range that we have. And in the first 3 months of the year, our average sales per month were 47. So 47 houses a month sell in Anderson every month. Okay, so if we take 47 into 102 or into 107, which are the amount of homes for sale, we have about 2 months of inventory currently on the market. That number continues to grow generally into the fall. And guess when fall starts, guys? Here's another tidbit. Fall starts in July. That's when the market starts to slow. That's when the second half begins. School is, a forerunner now, and things tend to slow down. So we've got 2 months of inventory right now. You can beat that and sell much quicker by hiring an awesome agent, by preparing your home to sell correctly, and by pricing it correctly. And let me tell you a little bit about that. So I happen to be a real estate agent in Anderson Township, And I'm very proud of the successes and the results that I've been able to get my clients. So let me tell you a little bit about that. In Anderson Township in 2018, the properties that I closed sold in an average of 3 days. Of those properties, 53% went into multiple offers and or had backup offers. And so what that means to you is that we were able to cherry pick our buyer out of a number of offers, and we focused on the terms that were most appealing to my clients, and we focused on the price. A lot of those eliminated closing costs and eliminated inspections, because we're doing inspections before we list the property, and eliminating all of that uncertainty and just really bulletproofing the process for them. So when we're pre-inspecting and we're positioning the property right in the market, we end up getting more than one offer, and we can choose the most solid offer that not only is a great price, but will close. Because I don't know about you guys, but if you've been following the market every week, depending on what price range you're looking in, there's 5 or 6 houses that come back on the market after going pending. And what that means is either there's a pricing or an inspection issue that's not working out. And we're bulletproofing that on my team. We're making sure that nobody is going to hopefully fall out from a contract. So what does this look like? My average days on market is 3 days on market. I'm getting 99.84% of asking price on all my listings. Some are higher, some are lower. I'm selling 100% of my listings. Every single listing that we put a sign in the yard, it sells. The other thing, because I just told you that I get 99.84% of asking price, the average list to sale price in Anderson in 2018 was 97.5. So what that means is I'm getting 2.34 more percent of asking price on my listings that I sell. And that actually accounts for about $6,800 extra in my sellers' pockets because of our ability to price, prepare, present, and get those multiple offers and get backup offers in place. So that we are solid. I love selling in Anderson Township. I love contributing back to the property values in our township. I am a resident. I am invested in this township, both financially and long-term. I've got kids in Wilson Elementary that will then go to Niggle, that will then go to Turpin. I want to keep the values high so that the schools get the money. And it's just a really amazing community to be able to sell as a resident, as somebody that uses the parks, as somebody that's involved in the township, in the Economic and Development Committee, and in our Comprehensive Planning Committee. Giving back, buying local, shopping local, it all blends together to create this amazing Anderson Township community that we have. So in closing, I wanted to share that Anderson Township is doing great. We are going into 2019 with very solid numbers. We've got 3 more amazing months of sales that are going to happen for the first half. And if you're thinking about selling, get on it. It's a great time to do it, and it's a great time to move up. So rates are super low right now, so you can still get more than you ever could with the same amount of money. So if you have any questions, if you want to talk about your property specifically, if you have any questions about the market in general, if you want to slice and dice these numbers more, I am happy to do so. I am no mathematician, but I know how to protect my clients' values and my business and all of the ways to look at this data. And I know how to observe when things are changing and they're shifting. And even when they do start to shift, it's going to take a long time for us to kind of hit. So there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to take advantage of the market today, to take advantage of the opportunities in Anderson Township. As you know, we're growing. We are investing in our community. We are thriving with the hospital addition and the great stuff that we're doing in Anderson, over at the town center, the different programs that we're offering through our township, our schools. And I'm just really proud to be a local agent and resident of Anderson Township. And if you have any questions or want to learn any more, I am here to serve you. Have a super fantastic day. I hope that you are enjoying the new spring weather and all the beautiful flowers and leaves that are coming on the trees. If I can be of service to you, please reach out and let me know. I'm Amy Broghamer of the AmyBSells team, and I've been a licensed real estate agent since 2005. Thank you again so much for your time, and have a fantastic day in Anderson Township. Bye-bye.